What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Katie.
Today we're going to be driving clear through Miami from one end to the other. We're on 10 Miami Trail now. We're going to head on 10 Miami Trail towards downtown Miami. But then when we get to downtown Miami, we're going to take 8th Avenue. So we're going to start on 8th Street and then we're going to switch over to 8th Avenue. And that will give us a clear drive through Miami. We'll get to see just about, it's kind of like the most cut through Miami type of drive. So if you've never been to Miami and you've wondered what Miami's really about, Uncle Tom's Barbecue right here, it's been in this part of Miami since what, the 40s, I recall?
Yeah.
Since the 40s. It's not that great. It's a decent little restaurant. If you want American food in Miami, there aren't too many great options. It's mostly incredible Latin food, but I can't remember too many American restaurants. We've eaten there before.
That is Navarro.
We are now on Ponce de Leon Boulevard, which goes into Coral Gables. In fact, you can see if you were to look to the right, you would see the skyline of Coral Gables. Not skyline, but the downtown district. So this drive we're going on today will give you a complete grasp of what it actually feels like to be in Miami. Like if you're actually in Miami, if you've never been here, or you just miss Miami, you want to get like a full one end of the town to the other type of feel for Miami. And this video will kind of put you there, like you're here with us right now. Temperature is 90 degrees according to the vehicle. It's probably a little bit less than that, but today's a Sunday too. Great day to do this video. If we did this video on a weekday, it would probably take us 25 to 30 minutes longer than what it will today. So it's great that we're here on a weekend today. The southwest side of Miami, anything to the right of us is south, is one of the most affluent areas in Miami. And there's a lot of money, more expensive homes. I actually did some videos for my channel in that area, so you can look that up if you want to. Right here, we're entering the heart of the Hispanic Cuban community. There is protesting going on today. You'll see there's people here protesting in front of Versailles, which is a Cuban cuisine restaurant. You can see they're also wearing white clothes. This will give you a fairly good feel of what it's like to be in Miami on this drive. Today's another day where the Cuban people are they're screaming freedom, freedom. Cuban government has been under a dictatorship that has left the people starving, and this is the place where people come to gather to voice their distress, you can say. And up ahead, we're going to enter Little Havana, which is the historic Cuban community. Notice I said historic because this place has a historic symbolism to the Cuban people, but realistically, the Cuban community is now in other parts of the metropolitan area. But nonetheless, this is the area that has the historical symbolic meaning of this place. Right here is the Woodlawn Cemetery, and the Bacardis are buried here. You've drank Bacardi. Made in Puerto Rico now, but they're originally a Cuban family. I don't know if you guys knew that. So Bacardi, if you've drank Bacardi, you'll understand that part of it. Bacardi originated in Cuba, but during the time period of when Cuba was taken, they were moved to Puerto Rico. Also there's other figures there of super important to the Cuban people. Somebody that I'm related to, Carlos Prios Socarrás, who was the last democratically elected president of Cuba. He passed away in 1977, and he was president of Cuba for about 4 years, and he was ousted by Bautista, and in Bautista by Castro. So he is also resting there, and it is one of the most interesting sites in that cemetery. The Bacardis and also the Socarrás sites are near each other, and it's a very interesting site in case you're in Miami and you want to understand the significance that this place has. Today it's going to be packed, probably even for a Sunday, due to that event in Cuba going on. We don't talk too much about political stuff on the channel, so I'm not going to get too elaborate on all that, but it's a desperate situation for the people in that country right now. It's heart-wrenching. and the more they fight back, the less food they have. It's just, I don't even want to talk about it. But this is the historic Cuban part of the city. For the most part, now it's just the symbolic of it, because like I said, the Cuban community has kind of spread out. So this used to be an area that was predominantly Cuban, but now there's a lot of Central Americans. There's a lot of, that guy's got a payphone. I just see a payphone.
What is this pollo campero?
I've never heard it. Campero means like country.
I've seen it coming through here, but I've never gone in there.
Never gone. It looks like it's a Cuban.
We should check it out sometime.
Pollo campero. Campero means like country.
Yeah.
Or countryside.
Country chicken.
Country chicken. So it's kind of like
that
a
sounds
Latin,
like it'd be really good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Latin drive-thru. Latino drive-thru.
Like a pollo tropical?
Probably more like a Cuban KFC from what I can tell. I'm not sure.
It looks decent. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I can see photos from here and they look good.
Yeah. I think today we're going to have a little bit of traffic, and though it's Sunday, it seems like a lot of people are just driving this road right here today just for it's kind of showing solidarity or whatever.
Mi Terra restaurant. You can get a sopa, plato.
You can tell his cane has yellow, red, and blue. That's either the Colombian or Venezuelan flag. Seems like there's a lot of traffic for a Sunday. So we're about to go into Little Havana here soon, and that's where all of the good Latin restaurants are. A lot of people are afraid of this district. I don't really. It is pretty dangerous at night. It's not as safe as like Wynwood, which is weird because Wynwood used to be more dangerous. Now people really avoid this street right here, US 41 in Miami. But I think it's the heart of Miami, really. Like, even though it's not as clean as other parts of Miami, it still, to me, has a lot of some importance. And if you come to Miami, you don't see this, you haven't really seen Miami.
I remember years ago going to a record store in here.
Yeah, this is like what you should see when you come to Miami. You should see the rest of Miami, but like a lot of people like don't realize that. I don't know. It's not as it's a little bit more dangerous to walk here than in other parts of Miami. There's been aggressive beggars and a little bit more than that too. Now we're on 27th. Last time I was here, it was pretty. I had a lot of aggressive beggars, and actually I walked around at night. You weren't with me that day, and somebody was following me. It's pretty creepy. And I was lost.
I was over at the Pollo Tropical.
Yeah, and I was lost too. I didn't know which way to go. I got lost. Even though I had the phone, I couldn't orientate myself on which way I was going when I got lost. And ended up kind of on a dark street, and this one dude was following me. So yeah, it's a little bit more than. But all the good Cuban restaurants, like I said, Versailles, La Carreta, lots of the other Cuban restaurants are here. There's also the Corner of Fame, which is another little spot you need to know about. So this is kind of what I refer to as the real Miami. But like I've said already, people come to Miami, they go to Miami Beach, they go to Wynwood. We did a live stream in Wynwood recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
We should have done a regular video. Would have got more views. No, actually, the live stream got great views. Yeah, the live stream got great views either way. But look at that. Oh yeah, Banana Maserati right there. You see a lot of trucks passing with the Cuban flags. I think there's a little bit more traffic than usual today. As I said, a lot of anytime anything happens in Cuba, the Cuban community comes on the street to show solidarity. So there's a lot of people just cruising today. Now we're on the one-way now. So this is kind of...
Sedanos.
Why the crap do you want to go to Sedanos? You've been telling me you want to go to Sedanos. Why?
Cleaning supplies.
Oh, you want to get a Cuban mop? Is that what you're saying? You can do that in Hialeah, right?
Yeah, I don't want a Cuban mop. I have a Cuban mop. I want like the spin mop.
What's a spin mop?
I want a mop.
What the crap is a spin mop? I just want a wife that cleans the house. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, if you give me the right mop, I will be more inclined to clean.
Yeah, right. You should like spending my money.
Well, that's
That car's got the Cuban and the Venezuelan flag and the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela's going through the same thing as Cuba now. Just like the Bacardis left Cuba and went to Puerto Rico. Now all the Venezuelans that have money are doing the same exact thing. They had to flee their country because the first thing that type of government goes for is, rich families taking their lands and properties. Which, I mean, I don't understand why somebody should have like $100 billion while the rest of the world's starving. But if it's theirs, it's theirs. I don't have the right to take it. It's theirs. Should they be more generous? Probably. But it's still theirs. You don't have, like, my family, we lost, you know what I mean? Like, we lost a lot. I mean, we had 2 bakeries on my dad's side, 4 houses on my dad's side. So these are properties that I would be lined up to you know what I mean? Like, this is my personal inheritance, you know what I mean? Like, my dad's family had 2 bakeries, you know what I mean?
Presidente Supermarket.
Yeah, Presidente. So yeah, it affects you. And a lot of the Venezuelans that are here, they fled because they didn't want to have their fortunes taken and given to people that would probably just drink it on beer, It's a mess in Venezuela now. Venezuela used to be the richest country. Venezuela went from being the richest country in Latin America to the poorest country in Latin America in a matter of, like, nothing. Like, it was literally a matter of nothing. This skate guy did graffiti on the side of... Wasn't that a restaurant last time we were here?
Yes.
Did they close it?
I think so.
Pretty bad when restaurants are closing here. But everybody goes to Linwood. Nobody comes to this area anymore. And I've had great experiences in here. Like, I've met great people here. Like, one time we were here and we gotta look out for 8th Avenue. Should be near here. Yeah, people playing salsa music and stuff. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, see, there's a lot of Cubans. This is the on here is La Esquina de la Fama, so you can hear Latin salsa music playing. So a lot of people are in here as well.
Oh wow, look at that!
Cuba Libre, yeah.
The ice cream shop.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So there's a lot of Cubans here today. Lots of salsa music playing. So everywhere you go, there's salsa music playing. Here's the corner of fame right here, La Quinta de la Fama. Another Cuban, very important Cuban place. It's just, I think Pitbull, on one of his most famous videos, I'm not gonna say the name of it, but one of his famous songs, he, that song, you've heard it on the radio in the past. Well, that song, the music video was filmed right there, so it's another famous Miami iconic place. And Akon recently did a music video there as well, where they closed the street and there was people, girls dancing on the road in front of that place. So it's a famous place in Miami culture. Now we're on 1300 block, so on 8th we're gonna turn. But this is like the heart of the Cuban community. Of course, most tourists are just terrified to come here. I come here, and I know it's a little dangerous, but I still come here. And like I said, to me, it's the real Miami. So I come here and enjoy this part of Miami.
The real Pollo Tropical.
The real Pollo Tropical. Not the one in Coconut Point.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That's hilarious. There's 12, and we're going to go on 8th because 8th has a bridge. So we're going to hop on over from the Cuban area. And this is kind of like, I'm thinking about what's a drive that I could drive clear through Miami that'll give you a taste. There's people sleeping on the sidewalk right there. That'll give you like a real taste of everything in Miami, because you can see downtown from here. We're going the other side. I think this drive, I've selected here today should give you guys
mini market cafeteria in the Guarapo.
Guarapo is sugarcane, the juice from the sugarcane. Like, you grab a sugarcane and you put it through a press, and it leaves you water. And that water, you drink it. It's very sweet, very high in. You can see a Venezuelan flag there. No, it's Colombian. Yeah, it's a Colombian flag. They look very similar. Well, the difference is that the Venezuelan one has stars on it. But nowadays, there's Colombians here. There's Hondurans, lots of Central Americans really here. And here's another Venezuelan flag. So this, while used to be the heart of just the Cuban community, now there's more than just the Cuban community here. and this is more of an international area. Now the Cuban community is really in Hialeah. In other parts of Miami. Is this 8th right here? It should be 8th. What street is this?
It is nothing.
There should be a sign. Look at the map. I need to know if this is 8th Street. I don't want to.
I'm looking.
I can't believe they don't have a sign up.
I'm looking, baby. I look.
Because to get back on it, they're all one ways. There's a building number, so if you can see a building number, it'll let you know too. Fitness, Planet Fitness.
We are bordering US 41.
And what street are you on?
We're on
Avenue.
8th Street.
8th Avenue. Yeah, we're on 8th Street, boys.
Southwest
Avenue,
8th.
Avenue. That's it right there. Yeah. Just a big avenue. They should have a sign for it. You can see downtown Miami in the distance. So, as I said, this drive today will give you a taste of lots of different areas of Miami. That's why it's kind of a. It's what the best I could come up with is this US 41 and take this street all the way across Miami. Of course, I could continue into downtown, but you guys, if we go into downtown, we'll be stuck there for half an hour. We don't want to do that. We've done a lot of videos in Miami. Downtown, I just want to show you guys other areas. And to be frank, I should probably do East Lavabana here. This is kind of a Latin hood, is what this is really. Again, a lot of people just avoid this little strip, but it is, to the Hispanic community, fairly important. And every day, more and more people come from other places. It's no longer just Cuban, you know. But today's gonna be a lot of people riding back and forth. I don't know exactly what's going on in Cuba right now, but what I have noticed is the more they fight back, the less food they get. And it's like the whole country's being punished over and over for people trying to turn against it. And then, like I said, we don't get too much into politics in the channel, but just so you guys understand the context of what's going on here today. Cubans being the largest nationality in this metropolitan area of Miami. But we'll get to drive clear through. There's some hoods here that party really hard too. We've done a video here at night a few years ago, where we're in this East Lavabana neighborhood here, and we did some videos. You can see that the street Southwest 7th, which parallels Calle 8, which is 8th Street, it's Cuban Street. It's called Calle Simón Bolívar. Simón Bolívar was the liberator of Venezuela and several other Latin American countries. So you see even in the street names how much Latin American influence there is here. And as we move further into Miami, then we'll switch over to Caribbean islands. Not so much Latin American, but Caribbean. You'll see the transition of neighborhoods and communities. But this little area here is pretty rough. This is East Lavabana. Again, salsa music playing on the streets. But this area does get kind of rough up in here. Starting to see a little bit of Dominican and Haitian as you move more, especially after we cross the bridge. This little area is super rough though. It's not a good area to be around in unless you actually have to. A lot of Salvadorians here, a lot of Central Americans. This is a really rough little neighborhood. In fact, I'll take you guys for a quick spin. Let me see if I can find a street that makes sense here. I'll pass on it. You can tell it's pretty rough. It's pretty urban. Yeah, you can see, you can kind of tell it's rough. Lots of Central Americans here in this little section. And they're new immigrant groups, and those are usually the ones that are going to have the highest crime and the ones that are going to have the hardest time adapting to American culture and all that, you know? Got areas more prone to crime and stuff like that. You can see there's more litter on the road. Nonetheless, there's still Maserati over here. Lots of one-ways.
They did a mural on the dentist office, and they have like drills and stuff. I'm like, that's comforting when you're wanting to go to the dentist.
This area is rough right here, though. This area in here, you can just tell it's rough. Yeah, you look down these side streets, you can tell it's kind of rough. I made a comment on a real estate post. You know, like realtors, they advertise. Is the bridge open? It's probably we're probably stuck here because the bridge is open. Unless there's enough activity, people walking on the sidewalks and stuff to look at while you're waiting. But East Lavabana, rough little neighborhood. And then we're going to go through Overtown. Now we're going to slide through Overtown. So as soon as we cross that bridge, the Miami River separates at least East Little Havana, which is mostly Hispanic, from Overtown, which is mostly black. Kind of a lot of long-term residents. Rough area. We'll bypass Wynwood. So yeah, this was a pretty good kind of is the bridge open? Is that why it's taking so long?
I cannot tell. I believe so.
You can see the Lincoln Martí sign right here. They have these stores all over Miami. They have a lot of different stuff. Politicians, they own a lot of businesses and stuff. The traffic's moving again, so I think they opened up the bridge and they closed it back up. I wish this car didn't have this black tarp over it. I could see what's going on.
Daycare.
Yeah, they have daycares and stores and that stuff. But it says since 1968. I think the bridge is open. What the crap is going on, bro? Oh, there's a giant boat. Don't tell me it's stuck on the bridge. You see the size of that boat up there?
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck here too long. If it's...
Yeah.
Is it moving? I see a giant boat. People are leaving, so I guess there's either like a boat stuck in the way or something. What the crap? I'll take a walk drive around the neighborhood or something. Yeah, we're gonna be here a little bit. There's only one way to cross over in Center Street. Is it moving? Are you sure? Because my people are gonna lose our viewers here. This is a run-on video.
It'll go. It's just a light. It just has to switch over.
Yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes, and if it doesn't go, then we're gonna leave. There's another bridge to take us into Overtown. We can go around this. Wanna do that? And they can see the neighborhood. They can see the neighborhood. Alright, I'm gonna give it like one more minute.
Yeah. You do whatever you want.
Bridge.
Anyway,
There's another bridge that goes into Overtown.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna take too long, babe. There's so many bushes hanging out in this neighborhood. There's some people like over here, like just selling oranges or something. I don't know. There's a lot going on in some little spot. Yeah, this ain't moving. Let's go through Overtown. We'll go out through the other bridge. Let's do this. Yeah. All I see is a big boat, and it looks like it's stuck underneath the bridge. You see the size of that thing? I'm just gonna go and take the sidewalk.
Jose, the light turns there. It has nothing to do with the boat.
Well,
The boat's not even in the water.
I'm not gonna be here all day.
Yeah.
There's another way to get in Overtown. There's another bridge over here.
Yeah.
We can't be here all day. I don't know. Wow, we're gonna lose our audience. People are watching the video. They're gonna go watch something else.
True, yeah.
It's a random video.
Yeah. This is interesting. They're changing the landscape.
Yeah, there's a lot of well, I guess you could just try to bypass. Let's see if we can get back in here.
Probably.
Because you might be just bypass.
Whatever's going on there.
The car's backed up to here.
No.
Going to the left. Are they backed up? Yeah, they're backed up. So forget it. Whatever's going on there. Is it the bridge closing? There it goes. It's finally closing. See, the bridge finally closed. Let's just finally close the bridge. Okay. Now the question is it quicker to stay here and wait for the cars to pass because the bridge was closed, or let's go the other way? Forget it. It's gonna be a while now. The other cars are like bottlenecked in here. This little area is pretty rough from what I remember. I can hear it's pretty rough. Let's take the other bridge.
Who let the dogs out?
What we could also do is take the other bridge. From what I remember, there's like a lot of homeless and gangbangers out here in this little corner. From what I remember, it's pretty rough down underneath these bridges. got to be a run-on video.
Yeah.
Like, can't stop it. It has to be like.
Nah.
That's what makes these videos cool. Is that they're like a run-on drive through Miami. Like,
Yeah.
There's another bridge over here on Flag. I just don't know if we go underneath it or are we able to incorporate into it. I'll hop back over though as soon as I can. Well, I think there's right on the other side of the river I can get on. And oh no, there's an overpass. Dang it! Dang it! That's what I thought there was. Oh, this is what it is. Big boats, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice spot to fish. I don't know. I don't want to go back to South Florida. Both of the bridges. Dang it, they're both. Oh, there really is no way to get over there. Both of them have an overpass.
Who let the dogs out?
Now we're heading southbound again. Okay, that didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Nothing ever works out the way you think it is.
I know, right? Well, I mean, I couldn't stay there for 20 minutes. You know, like it's a live video. Like it's a live video.
Could you go that way? No.
Not yet.
That is a gate.
Not yet. We gotta go. We're going south again. Well, I guess we could get back on the road we're on.
Yeah.
I lost my patient right at the worst time possible. There's a road up ahead.
You always lose your patience at the worst time possible.
Oh yeah, no me dejas agitando, okay? There's cops over there. Something happened over there.
Yeah. And
There's always something happening in Miami as far as like.
something happened to this possum too.
Well, he was just in the wrong hood though. He should have known not to be in the ops territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he ran into a raccoon.
Just take a left here and go down to Miami.
Or a Volkswagen.
More likely. Here we go. Overtown. Este tipo se me atravesó, man.
And she's on her phone.
Well, this is downtown. We're not quite in Overtown. We'll be in Overtown soon.
Okay.
This is still downtown. Overtown's on the other side of the bridge. Dang it, can't believe they say on a Sunday the city's a pain in the butt to get across. Something happened over there. There's a bunch of cops.
Yeah.
Told me they close this off. It's closed off.
Is it? Or are they just hanging out?
I don't know, I gotta go left. You can't go left. I have to go right then.
Ugh.
Bro, it's another overpass. See, I'm looking at the map. I'm not looking at. Oh, this is dead end.
Where are you taking me?
My plans have been frustrated today.
Dude.
This guy's from New York.
And the only way to get it, whereas you gave up. You gave up.
I gave up, yeah. I gave up because I'm considerate to my subscribers. They just want to see what Miami's about regardless. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just want to see Miami. Like Miami from like a real on the ground perspective, not like
Yeah.
not like a.
You have to find the right bridge.
Yeah, it's really Miami.
Yeah.
I said we get back on Little Havana though. We get back on the original route we were on. 8th Street. 8th Avenue, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, I got to see the rundown part of Miami.
I got to see Jose Marti Park.
Jose Marti, which was
in an all-star field.
All-star field, bro. I am completely set though that I'm going to drive clear through Miami for this video. I'm set on that.
This is going to be a very long video.
I think it was 3 hours long. I am set to drive Miami from one end to the other. That's why I picked a Sunday. You know, really, we picked a Sunday for a reason. Oh, that car got like an inch away from me.
They do that.
What time is the mall open until today?
Probably later.
Bro, this light is also angering me.
Everything angers you.
Everything angers me, boy. Pigeons, they make me happy. Oh, the cops are right behind us.
So?
That cop. Okay, he turned. We're good. So we're back in East Lavabana again. I think that's where we're at. this is pretty like hood out here as well. In a different type of way. It's like a Latin hood. This is what I would imagine Los Angeles would look like. Oh, I guess wearing my Michigan shirt in the Miami area is a no. Apparently, the M on the Michigan means maniac, and it's a gang. It's a maniac Latin disciples, and they don't get along with a bunch of other gangs. So that's why when I was in Key West, that kid came up to me and started throwing up gang signs. Oh yeah, bunch of pigeons on the road. Get that dang off the road. So yeah, my Michigan shirt. I'm okay in Southwest Florida, but definitely not okay. The Luis Boitel, I have no idea who this guy is. Okay, let's try this again. We're back in East. Oh, I can always edit the video. I don't want to do that.
Then don't.
I like the notion of run-on videos for driving through cities.
Then I see what really happened.
Yeah. Okay, we're driving through here again. Watch the bridge open up again. There's a lot of people just hanging out.
It's Sunday. I mean, I would just hang out.
Yeah. Mean mugging people, bro. These are some mean mugging people. Yeah, we don't want to be confused for gang members. So that shirt from Michigan, I can wear it in like Naples or Fort Myers, but when we go like Miami or Tampa or Orlando or something, I gotta be really careful with that crap. Because apparently they don't care about Michigan the way we do. I'm like, what's the least gangster thing I could do?
What's wrong with people?
Yeah, it's like, what is the least gangster thing I could do? Wear a Michigan shirt. Unless you're in Miami, then it's complexity of this world.
Yeah. My thought is, what's wrong with people that you take the time out to worry about that?
Well, it's like if you're what's the hat that's got the P on it? The Phillies? You can't, like, if you're a Phillies fan, you can't even wear your hat. This favorite sports team hat, because when you see it, it has all. It's like some sports teams are like that, like the Los Angeles hats. Like if you're from Los Angeles, I don't even know what you could root for.
Yeah.
Without being mistaken.
Yeah.
Kind of a crappy situation if you're in the sports teams.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back here again. It's totally different, like different people walking down the sidewalks. Different homeless encampments. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh at that. You get the idea. You get the idea. You know what I was talking about. I wasn't like super sensitive person. Like, you don't respect homeless people. I'm like, you probably live in like a $20 million house. Picking on me. Like, don't pick on me. I've been homeless now. I know what it feels like. It feels like, let me do something about it.
Which you did.
Yeah. Briefly, it wasn't like a full-time thing.
No.
I get that. I understand the feelings. Bro, look at that red Bentley. White Bentley with a red hood. Dang. People drive some expensive crap in Miami. Here he comes. Got a weird feeling in Miami, like all these expensive cars in these neighborhoods. Gotta stunt. It's probably a crashed car. Time to go. So this is the bridge that was giving us trouble. And you can see Miami over there. In La Distancia. Not a bad view of Miami right there. Crossing the river. Back over to the road. Now we're on 7th Avenue. You hop one block over when you take that little route. So I believe now we're gonna run through close to Alapatan neighborhood, which is mostly Dominican. I believe, let me see, look at the map real quick and see what neighborhood we're running through now. Overtown. Yeah, we're in Overtown now. We're gonna run right to the side of Overtown right now. We're not really going through Overtown. Well, there's some projects in Overtown right there. That place is scary. So the projects in Overtown are on the right. Yep. We're gonna just go right along the edge of Overtown here. I believe there's still single-family homes there. Big old skyscrapers all day. And they can finally buy the people out. So Overtown is there. And you can see a lot of demolition. That's because they're going to probably put in some more of these big giant buildings. This area looks pretty run down. And we're going to parallel, after we parallel Overtown, we're going to start to parallel Wynwood. But that's all to the right of us. This is Dolphin Expressway, I believe. Somebody's just sleeping on the sidewalk there. I don't have insurance if you get hit, buddy. And people get mad at like the smallest little comment you make. Like, the other day I had somebody flip out over a really insignificant comment we made. And you know the comment's stupid when 10 people hit the like button on my reply and nobody hits the like button on their comment.
Yeah.
But it's like, if we drove around, if we followed you around town and heard what you had to say all day long, I'm sure there would be plenty of inappropriateness in your commute. So I don't overly criticize. It's not like I said something horrendous. I might have said something you don't like, but I didn't say something nothing horrendous.
Yeah.
You know, like, I didn't say nothing horrendous. I said something you don't like, okay. Alright, you can mention that. It's not like I said something horrendous.
Yeah.
Fang, or now you're unsubscribing because I almost hinted something. You were so sensitive, bro. Like I wonder if, like, if you're in a car with somebody, bro. This is Skate Guy has been doing a lot of graffiti. He needs to like stop analyzing. There's like a fish over there on that wall. So we're kind of paralleling Wynwood here. We're not in Wynwood, but we're kind of paralleling it to the right. Just passing Wynwood to the right. And to the left is Lavabana. Oh, Cuban Flag with a 305. You saw that? So the Dominican neighborhood is to the left, and then Wynwood's to the right. We can make this drive much more interesting and attractive if we just got on Miami. Right between Wynwood to Miami, but I want to just drive clear through the city. And I'm pretty sure this is like the easiest way to just show every corner of the city. You can see some more graffiti around here as we are paralleling Wynwood, which is known for graffiti. So some of the adjacent neighborhoods have a lot of graffiti too. You can see the big famous orange right there. That's all over Miami. The orange, the smelling orange graffiti. H8. Lots of different graffiti. Yeah, I kind of understand now, like Nate Johnson's video where he's in Miami, it's like one of the worst cities in Florida. But that's like, it's subjective to what part of Miami you're in. You know, like, not every part of Miami is like horrible. It just depends on what part of Miami you're in. Like, alright guys, so this is kind of, we're now leaving Wynwood and now we're going to enter Model City, which is African American area of Northwest Miami. So now we're kind of leaving the downtown neighborhoods, which are like Wynwood, all that, and then we're in the Model City. We're at the interchange of the roads that go into Miami Beach. If you're going to Miami Beach, you'll be flying right over us or under us, depending on which road you're on. That's Miami Beach heading that way. If you're going to Miami Beach, you go through there. Alright, now we enter the more African American part of Miami, higher crime. Also a part of Miami that has a lot of history as well. In this part of Miami, we're going to be passing near Liberty City. Liberty City, if you remember the 2 Live crew, they were able to win a case. I think it went all the way to the Supreme Court. Did it? I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their case went all the way to the Supreme Court. And on the freedom of speech, where a rapper can say whatever he wants, although nowadays there's kind of been an attitude in the courts, a reversal of that, where a lot of rappers, when they go to court, they start playing their music videos. But the 2 Live Crew, they were bold on their lyrics, and they would say things that were kind of, for their time, definitely very bold to say. Very obscene, basically. There's actually a memorial not far from here for the 2 Live Crew in Liberty Square, but we're gonna just keep driving past that. Cafe Ruai. Like Korean or what?
It says Chinese.
Chinese? Okay. Now we're in 54th. So now we're kind of entering like the heart of the African American community here. So as you can see, Miami in all different neighborhoods, all directions, each neighborhood has a different significance. There's a Martin Luther King mural right there. But now it's kind of, there's a reversal in the court systems on their attitude where they're starting to incriminate. Then again, how stupid you have to be to like make songs about all the crime you do. That's just like, it's just West Coast market. Look at that. Smoke shop. That looks like the most hood looking store I've ever seen, bro. And you'll see touches of gentrification around here now. You'll start to see gentrification in all directions, really. Little touches of gentrification here and there. So to the right of us is Little Haiti. I don't know, Little Haiti doesn't stretch on this side of the highway, but if we were to take a right turn here, we'd enter Little Haiti. I've been wanting to do this drive for a while. It's just clear through Miami, one end to the other. And I know we've gone through some rough, like I said, Miami has great areas, but they're more on the outskirts and further out. On this drive, like I said, we're driving right through the heart of Miami, so it's all very densely populated areas. So if we take a right here, we enter Little Haiti. If we take a left, we enter Liberty Square. So this area is predominantly black in all directions. Haitian and African American. There's also a little bit of Bahamian, a little bit of I think most of the Jamaicans are moving up to Broward though. But you can tell by the context of the murals and stuff, it's an African American area. Lots of graffiti still. This is skate. This guy has been all over the city tagging. He needs to get a job. If he invested all that money in land instead of spray paint, he'd have himself a little real estate empire. It is not cheap. Think about these murals and stuff. Not cheap at all. Not. Oh, we're gonna pull over?
No?
No? I guess not. Okay. I got. Oh. That was making me nervous. I like graffiti though. I'm not gonna lie. I like graffiti. But I do realize that when it becomes like an addiction for somebody to do graffiti, and that's all they do, and all their money goes into it, and you're constantly risking your like at some point there's like a point where you're like, okay, bro, like
go buy a house.
go buy a house. Go like you gotta. It is very graffiti is very addictive. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Graffiti is it's a very addictive crime. It's a pointless crime too. It's why a lot of people hate it, but they just don't understand. They don't understand. It takes somebody who understands it to really understand what it's about.
Yeah.
Something bad just happened here, I'm pretty sure. We'll find out. There's people standing around, so that cannot be good. But like I said, this is a very high crime area, so anything can be expected around here. Anything can be expected around here. Let's see if we can find out what happened. They're gonna block the road. They're looking for somebody. Probably somebody did something somewhere else. Look at these little projects right there. Are those projects? Dude, those little apartments look rough. Let me go check that out.
Cute, bro.
Something. They're probably waiting for somebody that did something somewhere else. No, there's people standing around all directions. There's definitely. Give me a second. Something bad. This guy's flashing his lights. Yeah, something bad went down around here somewhere. Okay, why is this guy blocking the road?
Because he's trying to go in there.
Maddie's Jumbos. Okay. Okay. Something went down, I can tell you that much. I'm nervous. Not sure why I pulled into this neighborhood. There's cops over there, see them as well?
Yep.
So that what happens? And this is normal here, by the way. This part of Miami, this is absolutely normal crap. Something happens that's bad, so they gotta tape off. The whole area gets taped off. The whole neighborhood gets locked down. Like every single time we come to Miami, just about almost. Like I don't think there's been one time we've come to Miami and the whole thing hasn't been taped off in somewhere. It is just a constant rhyme of life that this place is constantly being taped off, bro. But I was supposed to stay on the. Is that a one-way coming this way? We'll spin back around. But now we're in the Little River neighborhood, which is adjacent to Little Haiti. Pretty rough area. I hear cops coming. So you also gotta be really careful. You don't want to be confused with all the cops running and all the things going on. You could be confused for the wrong person. And this area is consistently dangerous. Like, hard not to be in Miami driving through and not encounter one of these events. Like, there's always something going on. Look at all those chickens. Like I'm back in Key West. Miami is so freaking dangerous. It really is.
They're chickens.
But we'll hop back over.
Yeah.
Think about the cost. The cops are blocking it off, so yeah, it was around here. They got the road blocked off. Always, always, always. This is part of life in this part of Miami. Literally, this is part of life in this part of Miami. Driving through here, and there's something massive going on. Police got the whole place taped off. Part of freaking life in Miami, bro. I love that piece of graffiti on that garbage can. Whoever did that did pretty good on that one. It turned something ugly into something pretty. What those cops are probably doing is they're taping it off. Something happened, like a robbery somewhere else. Or like a big robbery happened somewhere else, or something, something goes down. And then they think the person who did it's gonna flee into another neighborhood. So they gotta tape off that area to, block off all the exits, because whoever they're looking for is in a specific car. Let's get back on the main road, keep it moving. So there's people standing in the corner?
Yep.
Yeah. The people on the sidelines know what happened. There's 20 people just standing around.
Yep.
Looking. You can tell when something's going on. And the best thing to do is just get the crap out of there. Like really get out of there, because usually you don't know if it's still ongoing. Sometimes it can pop out back up again. This guy's got 305 on his van, the Mexican flag and American flag. Most Mexican, I think the Mexican area of Miami is like far off to Homestead. There's still Mexicans in Miami, but it's not the biggest. Most Mexicans are up by Homestead is a Mexican area. And then Broward County, there's a few spots too, a lot of Mexicans. I wonder if we can go to, we could do a Fort Lauderdale ride. Fort Lauderdale would probably be really popular. Heading that way anyways. But I think this video, if you're watching this video and you're this far into it, you've really gotten a taste, we could say, of Miami. Somebody's been mentioning Miami Shores a lot in our videos. Let's see if I can get into Miami Shores up ahead. And Miami city limits, how far do they go? Let me see. Yep, we're just outside of city limits now. So that's it. There's two neighborhoods I want to do videos for. Portal and Miami Shores. They're up ahead. But alright guys, so now we're outside. We just left Miami. God, I have a radar in my head, bro. Right when I left Miami City Limits, I think we just left Miami City Limits. I look at the map and we're right on the edge of Miami Limits. Like how do I even know that? How do I even know that? But guys, we just drove clear through Miami on this video. It took just under an hour. Matter of fact, if we were just not driving around, probably would have been less than that. And I'll make it an hour. I guess I can make it an hour. I could drive into Miami Shores, and they can see the Northeast. But they've seen Northeast Miami's pretty well covered on the internet. But I do want to do a video for Miami Shores independently. You see a lot more gentrification around here now, more bigger buildings. As you get closer to Northeast Miami, there's more investment and stuff. Snappers. They told us that was pretty good, but we're trying to stay away from fried food.
Yeah.
Remember our subscribers. What was the other one?
The one that we like?
The one we like, I know it's called lemon peppers.
Yeah. We
ate snappers. Was it snappers we ate one time?
I think so.
So the Miami area, the African American community has a few little places. There's one that, remember, it was on an intersection when one of our subscribers said next time we're here, try it. It was during a live stream.
Oh yeah.
So what was it?
Something.
305.
I know it had a king, and it was orange writing.
Yeah, I remember. I purposely tried to remember.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna be able to do fried foods today. Oh crap! Not bad, bro. He almost he's blind. He like almost ran into us. Like, I moved out of the way so he wouldn't get hit, but he still was coming out of our car. But I guess I could make it an hour-long video if I had 8 more minutes to spare. I don't know if I will, because we can show Northeast Miami. We're outside of Miami City Limits now. Miami Shores is up ahead, and I want to do a video just for Miami Shores because I've had a lot of people on our channel ask us, Jose, when are you going to do a video for Miami Shores? I'm like, well, when I'm there. Tinta y Café, Miami Shores. That sounds pretty good. Tinta y Café. I think Miami Shores is supposed to be really nice. We'll find out. But I mean, all adjacent to all this other crap, it's like, that's normal in any metropolitan area. If you live in a nice neighborhood, you're usually pretty adjacent to some pretty crappy areas. What's it say there? Cafeteria y Café Cubano. One City, a Cuban man. Cuban man. I wonder if there's good signal around here. I'm just gonna drive until I get good signal because we haven't unloaded that one video. It's taking all day to upload a 20-minute video.
Welcome to Miami Shores.
There it is, Miami Shores now. If we kept driving, we would be on the water eventually. But are we in Northeast yet? In the Northwest, we're still in the Northwest. Well, I guess we can drive it in the Northeast side just so they can see the Northeast. Northeast Miami. I guess we did Northeast, Northwest, and Southwest. There's really no Southeast Miami. There's nothing southeast of Miami because downtown Miami's in the southeast corner. I mean, there is streets with southeast address, but it's very, like, it's not like an area. So yeah, you got a clear drive in Miami. Is there a southeast Miami? Nope. Is there? Let me see. There's southwest, south. There is no southeast Miami. Nope. So they got to see the 3 main areas of Miami. Este tipo se me atravesó. There we go. How fast they're passing it. Este tipo se me atravesó. Se me atravesó. Ya tú sabes lo que hay. This seems pretty nice. Ooh, I love the style of the houses. Nice. Not bad at all. Let's get in here and see Miami Shores. It'll be under an hour in the video, not bad. Alright guys, there it is. If you by any chance made it to the end of the video, I have got to hear your comment. Did you watch the whole video? I always wonder if people, when I make these long videos, if people actually watch them to the end. I've always wondered that. So if you watched it all the way to the end, I would love to hear your videos.
Comment. Watch to the end.
Watch it to the end. That's pretty cool, man. I respect it. You would take an hour of your life to drive from Miami with us. This looks pretty nice, though. This looks great. No, like Miami Springs is kind of in the hood in all directions, but then Miami Springs is nice. This seems like the same kind of thing where, like, yeah, it's surrounded by some pretty rough areas, but the immediate area is pretty nice. All right, guys, there it is. You guys got to see Miami from one point of the end to the other. Very interesting drive.